Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? It's RC Poetic Soul, and personally, I just want to say, please, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thumbs me up, and with that, I appreciate all my subscribers, each and every last one of you. I do appreciate you, just staying here, watching content, um, liking my videos, commenting, just giving me a minute or two or three or four of your time. So it's much appreciated. And today I wanted to talk a little bit, just briefly, about this pandemic, which I happen to call the Compassionless pandemic, because a lot of what coronavirus, COVID-19 is requesting is that people show compassion to others, obey people's space, and that's been a fail. A lot more people are wearing masks than not, so I guess you could say that's been a success. But it's been a lot of pushback and a lot of people feeling like they shouldn't have to wear one, and we already know about that. But it's compassionless because most people aren't complying, and I'm not gonna say who's right or wrong and how I feel about that. Um, and some people have said the numbers have been played with, and if you check the stats and do your research, you can come up with a million different possible scenarios and conclusions. But I just feel like you're asking somebody to do things in protection of others, and that's never really been the case of society to begin with. I mean, there was a point when people would actually care, but I don't know if that even exists now anymore. If so, it's very minimal in terms of caring and showing compassion. Like, you would think that people would um, always wash their hands on a regular basis, especially when using the bathroom before eating and things like that. You would want to wash your hands so you don't spread your hazardous germs to anybody. But a lot of people don't wash their hands in public restrooms. A lot of people just, they don't care. They don't want to take the time to do it. You're out here amongst people that you could unknowingly pass the COVID-19 virus too, and people, they don't care. They're still out here, not wanting to wear the mask properly. And I feel like this is how I feel about it, because a lot of times you just have to give your 2 cents so that somebody knows where you stand, and know that you're not just like in the middle of something just to be in the middle. I personally feel like it's a real thing, because people call hoax because they don't want to have to do something. I do notice that, like, a lot of people call hoax on things because they don't want to personally have to go through it. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Kind of like, I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna consider it not real. That is false. That is fraudulent. That way, I have a reason to not care, basically. So, in other words, people just, it's a real thing. It's a real issue. I'm never on the, I'm never going to be one of those people that say, "Hey, it's not real." I would never say that. I would never call it a hoax, even though a lot of things have been fabricated, in terms of viruses throughout the years. But I do feel like numbers have been played with. But also, I'm not going to speculate on what I feel like is all true and false. I'm just going to tell you guys that I feel is real. But a lot of times, as I step back and I think to myself, I wonder, because some people have, a lot of people actually have succumbed to this, or COVID-19 has played some kind of factor in their death. I think a lot of times that people manipulate the numbers, those high ups. And while there have been, well, me personally, I only know a handful of people that have it, but I know it's real and it exists and it takes people out. And I feel compassion for those who have lost somebody due to it. I feel as though the standards should be respected. Stores, retail stores, banks, cleaners, whatever you have it, laundromats, whatever, whoever, whatever business venue request that you wear a mask, I think you should be in compliance of it. I also feel like if you are around immediate family, of course, and also if you're driving a car, you don't need to have a mask on. If you trust that your immediate family is doing what they're supposed to, if you guys live in the same household, I don't see an issue with not having a mask on. If it's a family member you're coming across and perhaps you haven't seen them in a while, perhaps you do wear a mask. I feel it's all at your discretion, but the most important thing, the most vital thing to me is to not get somebody sick who you don't want to get sick. You know, and let me rephrase that. That didn't sound right. You don't want to get somebody sick that you care about, and also you don't want to get somebody sick on behalf of your mistake. So you just kind of want to be safe about things, and you just want to be, mindful of others, which is the problem. A lot of people not mindful of nobody, and nobody has compassion. Nobody really cares. I know a lot of people wouldn't care that if they had COVID-19, if they beat it and they passed it on. No. In reference to a lot of stores and just in general, businesses that have reopened, people only care about getting to the product. They don't care about safety. They don't care about things being wiped down. They don't, so ultimately, if you want to protect yourself from COVID-19, it all ends up on your shoulders. You have to take care of yourself and make sure you're safe and whatnot, because nobody's going to do it for you. So when it comes to COVID-19, just take care of yourself and be mindful and try to show compassion. It's just, you wouldn't, want to kill or put somebody else's life in danger. So, yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents on COVID right now and how I feel about it. So check y'all later. Appreciate you watching. Thanks. Peace.